There it is. Oh my God, cheeseburger number 3, the steak burger. And let me tell you something. This burger just might take first place for all the cheeseburgers. So make sure you stay tuned and see how we make this bad boy, because it's worth it. What is up, boys and girls in YouTube land? I'm Clayton with Time to Play TV, and today we are doing a cooking video. I get a lot of requests for cooking videos, and I get a lot of requests for healthy ones. And I really, when I eat healthy, my wife usually makes those. When we eat stuff that you shouldn't eat, I usually make them. So it's really hard for me to get a couple of good healthy meals out there to teach you. Today we are making a oh my God cheeseburger number 3, the steak burger. Now, warning, oh my God cheeseburgers are cheeseburgers you only want to make 6 times a year. I've so far, year to date, have made, this will be my 3rd one making for the year, because these are massive cheeseburgers. These are not something you want to eat too often. These are treats. This is actually 4th of July. This is actually 4th of July weekend, so that's why I'm making this one. So come along, I'll show you what we need to make. I'll show you the ingredients, how we're going to put it together, the finished product. I might even try it for you. But this is a really, really good cheeseburger. So let me show you what we need. Okay, first we got these extra large buns, and they are pre-lightly buttered. Very soft. They still have a little bit of the flour on top of them. They're really good. We got a sweet onion. We got 50% ground chuck. I think it's 80-20. And then we got 50% ground sorreling. Then we have applewood cooked bacon. Applewood bacon, thick cut. And this, I went to the deli and had them bring out the whole package of a boneless ribeye. And I had them cut me 1/4 inch thick pieces. You could probably go a little thinner, but I like 1/4 inch. And then we are going to need some ketchup, some extra creamy mayo, A1 sauce of your choice, but I like this kind right here, thick and hearty. We're going to need kosher salt, and this stuff here, brown sugar bourbon. This is what we're going to need. This is the ingredients for the whole thing. And, I'm sorry, the cheese. I don't got it out of the fridge because I want to keep it nice and cold, but we are going to be using thick cut yellow American cheese. All right, let's do this. Okay, first thing we're going to do, wash your hands good, take your rings off. We're going to mix these two kind of meats together. We're not going to add anything to them at this point. All mixed up good. You are using the 2 different kinds of meats, and you really want to get them mixed up well. Once you got them mixed up, you want a big burger. You don't want to skimp these and make little ones. So you want a nice sized burger, and you want to smash it out real flat. They'll shrink a little on the grill, so get them a good quantity of meat, but get it nice and flat. Right there's a good one. Do that to all of them. Ba-bam! Got the patties done. At this point, we added no seasoning, just the meat. So now, we're going to take a little bit of kosher salt. Don't go crazy. And our spice. Pretty decent amount on there, just like that. I'm going to flip it over. Do the same thing. Get the loose stuff off the plate in there. Roll it around the edges a little bit. Get that loose stuff. Form a nice good circle now that we're done with it. And right there is the finished patty. And it looks good. And there you have all 6 of our burgers. We're going to plate them up here, let you see them. Six gigantic big boy cheeseburgers. Oh my God cheeseburgers. Like I said, only a few times a year you treat yourself to this stuff. We are going to take our sweet onion. We're going to cut off the edges. Take this first little layer off. We want to cut this straight down, full circles, because we want to make sure we have the rings. This will be more than enough for our cheeseburgers. We're not going to grill these ones. We're actually going to leave these ones like this. But we're just going to put a little bit of salt on, pepper, I'm sorry. A little bit of pepper across them. Just a little bit of salt. And we'll leave those just like that for now. Let's go cook our food. We got our grill clean, freshly oiled with olive oil. We got all of our heats on about a medium. We got our bread right there ready to go. We got our burgers out here in this light. They look really good. We got our bacon, and we got our steak. And we got a little bit of that kosher salt we're going to put on the steak right before we cook it. You get a really good steak, you really don't need anything but a little bit of salt on it. Just some salt on the steak will make it really good. Alright, we're going to cook the bacon first. When the bacon's done, we're going to throw the burgers on. And when they're almost done, we're going to throw the steak on. Alright, let's let this get to heat and we'll do it. Okay, the grill is up to temp. So the first thing we are going to throw on is the bacon. I think I'm going to have to let my cameraman hold the camera. Alright. We're going to throw all this bacon on. We're going to cook the bacon first. Bam! Let's let that cook. Bacon's been on for about a minute or two. We're going to go ahead and flip it. I like to break it loose. And get them together and give them a good flip. That's the good thick cut bacon, guys. Bacon's looking good. This side of the grill right here is the searing side, so it gets a little hotter even though I turned the heat down. So a few of them got done sooner. So I just move them to the other side. These are going to be done in a couple minutes, it looks like. And then we're going to start the burgers. Okay, these puppies look like they are about done. Nice and brown. They're going to be real crispy. We're not worried about keeping them straight no more. We're just going to flop them on there and let that all that grease get out of there. Okay, now we're just going to slide a lot of this grease off. We don't really need to clean it too crazy. I love this grill, by the way. This is the Blue Rhino. Lowe's sells this. We are getting a little bit of thick bacon stuff right here, so we are going to go ahead and clean that off. If you're cleaning a grill like this after you've cooked bacon, you don't want to put too much water on it because it will light up in fire. So you just want to do a little bit at a time. Now the grill is pretty clean. We're going to throw the burgers on. We're going to lower the temp a little bit. Let's do this. See how good those look? You ready? Let's throw these puppies on. We're going to do it. This is the searing side. It's a little hotter, so we're going to do it right towards the middle where I got the heat a little lower. If you have any anger issues, you can just be like, "Oh, I'm so mad." Do what you need to do. We're going to leave those on for about 4 minutes. Okay, while the burgers are cooking, we're going to throw the buns. I got it on the sear side, but I got it as low as heat as it'll go. So these will still cook pretty quick. See how nice and fast that went? It's already done. They're real soft. They feel real good. All you do is flip them over. it away. Alright, they've been on about 4 minutes, but I got the heat a little lower than I normally would, so we're just going to flip them and check them. So it looks good. Move into the center, a little hotter. Now the steak cooks in about 1 minute on each side. So the steak cooks very quick, maybe 1.5 minutes on each side. So we really don't need to put the steak on until these are almost finished. So real quick, I'm standing underneath this really cool thing that my wife got me for our anniversary. And it's like a canopy for your grill. I think she got it at Lowe's, I'm not sure because she had it delivered. So I got all my grills out here, my regular grill, my flat top. It's got shelves on the side for doing all the food. So I mean, if you're really into outside cooking, I would definitely recommend getting this, or tricking your wife into getting it for you. Either way it works. This is nice. It keeps the rain off the stuff. So I mean, I never even really cover this, and this keeps almost all the rain off of it. I haven't had an issue yet. So I do recommend you get one if you do go outside and you do grill a lot. And I'll tell you what, standing under this on a hot day, this shade really helps. Still sweaty, but it's hot out and it's Florida. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. It's pretty neat, and it only took about 15-20 minutes to put up. Okay, these burgers probably got about 4 more minutes till they're done, maybe 5. I really only like to flip them once. When you got burgers this size, it doesn't hurt to do it a couple times. So we're going to flip it one more time and put it over here on the hotter side. And we're only going to leave it flipped for a little bit. So we're going to clean this and prep this and get it ready for the steak. Okay, the steak looks good, huh? We're going to take it and just flap them all down right there. Once they're down, clean their hands, and we'll put a little bit of kosher salt right across them. We're only going to let those cook for about 1.5 minutes. And this is a yellow American, and I told them to cut it about 50% thicker than normal. Now this one here was a little bit thinner. Oh, that looks good. All right, let's go ahead and flip them. Get that out there, hold that down. If it curls up like that, it's the fat. Just hold it down a little bit. Now we're going to add a little bit of salt to this side. We're going to call those done. We're going to let's take the burgers off first. Give those another minute. Right when I take the burgers off, let's back up. I like to take the onions and put them right on there while the burger's still nice and warm, fresh off the grill. There we go. All right, now we'll take the steak off. Flip them one last time. You don't really want too much of those juices because this is going on bread. So I'll just give them one little flip. Let's take all this food inside. I'll show you how to plate it up and how to eat this puppy. Okay, now my favorite part, the ingredients. I didn't mention sour cream before because it was in the fridge and I didn't think about it. But you want to use about almost 50% sour cream. Mayo, a lot of people don't like, but it really does go good with this. Then you want about 20% mayo. Another 20% ketchup. Give that a good mix together. Then after that's good and mixed together, you take your A1, which takes forever when it's the thick stuff. There we go. You want that to not be a really, really dark brown, but a good brown. We'll go a little more. There we have it. That looks good. So now let me show you how to make the burger. Okay, you take your bun, you open that bad boy up, you take your special sauce, just do a little bit on the bottom there, you don't gotta go crazy. You're gonna put a little bit on the top. Then, stay there. You take one of your delicious cheeseburgers, place it right on top of that puppy. Then you take one of your steaks. Now, if you have a steak and you have picky people who don't like the little pieces of fat or anything, you could take this and cut it so it's just right. But I like to just lay that right on there. Then I take a couple pieces of bacon, about 1.5. Put it right on top of there. Now, if you want any lettuce or tomato, you can add that. And I usually take this and just drizzle a little bit right across it. Because this is a big burger. That little amount you put on here won't be enough. It'll still be a little dry. You just put that, and that is the steak burger. So you get your steak burger and you serve it up. I always put a little extra sauce next to it so people can dip in it. But oh my God, this thing looks delicious. And I'll tell you what, it's going to taste that way too. Let's cut it in half. Let's give it a try. And we'll give it the review that you know I'm going to give it a good review on. Just check that out. That looks so good. Unless you're a vegetarian, then it just looks terrible. Let's give it a try. Okay. We got the steak burger here. Looks really good. It's a good solid burger. You smell that steak, the bacon. Oh my, this thing smells really good. We're gonna cut it in half, which might be a little harder because of the steak. But that steak, when you have it that thin, it actually breaks apart really easy while you chew it. Look at all that meat and the sauces. Like I said, if you want the lettuce or anything else, you can throw it on there, but that's a cheeseburger right there for me. So I'm going to give this a try. I'm going to make a mess. Oh my God. Throw the towel in. That is the best. Oh my God. I have 3 oh my God cheeseburgers out. This one is by far on another level. It is so good. It is so juicy. I usually like tomatoes and lettuce on my cheeseburgers. Not needed for this guy. This is just a carnival burger. It is so good. It is so juicy. This sauce, even if you don't like mayo, you don't like sour cream, I recommend you try it with this sauce because the sauce just adds the flavor perfect to all the rest of it. I'm going to enjoy this burger. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, I'm Clayton with Time to Play TV. Please subscribe, hit that bell. I have other cooking videos, paranormal. Please follow me on Twitter at Time to Play TV 1. And I also do lots of lives where we play games and hang out. So please consider joining my channel. Definitely try this. If you do, you've got to tell everyone about it. Put it in the description that you tried it. Let us know what you thought. I mean, I love hearing from you guys. Someone just commented on a Philly video that I did like months ago. He said, just tried it today, loved it. So if you give this a try, let me know. Clayton with Time to Play TV. I'll see you guys on the next adventure.